Yeah? What they have to say about the Penn State ordeal, debacle? Oh, I bet they weren't. Oh, I know Dave's a big Penn State fan. Oh man, I can't believe it. Alabama didn't even play. What the heck? All right, describe the importance of the Supremacy Clause. What does it mean? Plain and simple. What does it mean? There you go. There you go. You're working on that. As you're working on that, I'm going to check for today. Did you get a lot of deer in for the weekend, or not too many?
Saturday,
yeah.
Sunday, no.
Oh, really? Yeah. It was pretty. 60?
6.
Oh, 6. I was going to say, holy cow. Wow. How many you usually get? Like, what's a lot like, in a day?
I guess 15, 20.
15 or 20?
Rifle season, it gets bad.
Oh, really?
Saturday wasn't too bad. It wasn't bad, but
yeah.
On like a nice day, especially on Saturdays.
Yeah. Oh, Saturday was nice. Where is that assignment? I can't find it now. There it is. Good stuff. Start that assignment up for today. All right. Schedule. No, Holden again. Is he hunting? He's on vacation. So he gets a deer and then goes on vacation. Oh, my. What a guy. What a guy. Where's he going? Do you know? Florida. Oh, where at in Florida? You don't know? Lydia. All right. Describe the importance of the Supremacy Clause. Why is it important? What's the Supremacy Clause? What is that? What is the Supremacy Clause? Anybody know? Anybody know? Z, thank you.
It's where the laws take power over state laws because of them.
Awesome. Yeah. Good job. Good job. So if there's ever a conflict between state laws, state powers, and national powers, national law, okay, and maybe in a court case, okay, anything like that, we refer back to the Constitution. And because the Constitution is what? See? Supreme law of the land. Good work, man. Good work. I like to hear it. Good job. So supremacy clause, supreme law of the land, that if there's ever an issue with state and at a national level, we look towards the supreme law of the land, which is the Constitution, to try to decide on that issue. That makes sense? You guys good? All right, cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Oh, I want to go over that quiz. That's right. I want to go over that quiz. I forgot to go over that. So let's review that real quick. Sarah, is it right if I use yours? Sure. Did I release your scores? I think I did. No? Do you guys get them back today, Sarah? Do you get them back? I don't know if you did or not. I emailed them. I don't know if you got them. I'll just try to do it again, I guess. I guess now I did.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. There we go. Let's just review this real quick. Oh.
The only one I got wrong was the one that I marked incorrectly because it wouldn't let me see.
Yeah. Did I changed that in your grade book, didn't I?
It still says maybe it is. It says
I think I did. I'll have to check that. Okay. Just remind me. I don't want to forget. Okay, here we go. First Amendment. We know that as freedom of speech, religion, press, and assembly. Second Amendment. Right to bear arms. Remember those bear arms. Look out for them. I'll take you down, right? Oh, that's funny. I still laugh at that. Right to bear arms. They put on their little picture, just hairy arms with claws. I'm like, what is this? They're bare arms. I'm like, oh. All right. Third Amendment. We got citizens do not have to house soldiers. The Quartering Act, right? Fourth Amendment. No illegal searches or seizures. Remember flicking the lights? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Fifth Amendment. Rights of defendants. Sixth Amendment. Jury in criminal case, speedy trial, right to a lawyer. Right, Hannah? Sixth Amendment. Yeah. Y'all finished, Laura? All right. Seventh Amendment. Jury in civil cases. Eighth Amendment. Protection against excessive penalties, bail, and cruel and unusual punishments. There we go. Ninth Amendment. There you go. Rights not listed in the Constitution. And 10th Amendment. Any rights not given to the federal government are given to the states. So there you have it. I know the 9th and 10th are pretty tricky, but that's rights not granted in national government, not listed or expressed, are given to the states and the people. All right, moving on here. 11th Amendment. We have protect states from lawsuits. 12th Amendment. Separate ballots for president and vice president. 13th Amendment. Abolishment of slavery. 14th Amendment. Equal protection. 15th Amendment. No voting discrimination of race. So these amendments here, I know the 11th and 12th, maybe not as much, but 13th, 14th, 15th, those are those Reconstruction amendments right after the Civil War. All right, moving on here. 16th Amendment, income tax. Yeah, I do remember now. You couldn't, it was like blocked up. Yeah, that's right. Income tax is legal. Okay, so that was during the Progressive era. 17th Amendment, popular vote for U.S. Senate. Okay, no longer do that. They are just elected by representatives. They are voted by the people. Good stuff. 18th Amendment, prohibition of alcohol. Ooh, right. Oh, no. Get rid of it. Right, Lydia? 19th Amendment, we know that as women's right to vote. 20th Amendment, moving of dates and terms for presidency. Okay, so that was like the when they become president. So January 20th. All right. 21st Amendment, repeal prohibition of alcohol. Yeah, they wanted to get rid of that 18th. It didn't work out too well. You know, the traditional views, fundamentalist values. Oh, all right. 22nd Amendment limits terms the presidents can serve. 23rd, Washington, D.C. has a right to vote for president. 24th Amendment, no poll taxes. 25th Amendment, succession of presidency shall something happen to the president. Okay. 25th Amendment. Oh, we got that one right. 26th Amendment. Sorry about that. Minimum voting age is 18. Okay, we talked about that the other day with the states kind of agreeing on it. All right, it was just the majority of the states thought, well, this is a good idea. Same with drinking age. Right, 21 just came up, and a lot of the states are like, you know what? Let's just all go for that. That sounds about right. And where are we at? 27th Amendment. Congress cannot get a pay raise until the next term. There you go. There you have it. You guys remember talking about that 27th Amendment? Took a long time, like 200 years for that one to pass through. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. All right. Any questions on that? Should have got your results back and should be good to go. Vocab. A couple terms here. We're coming close to the end. You know what that means. Right, Joey? That's one chapter. Okay, we got states' rights position and nationalist position and income tax. There we go. There we have it. Let me see how many more we have. We don't have that many. Yeah, we have 3 more. That's it. 3 more. All right, so states' rights position, what do we got? States' rights position. Alex in the back, what do you have for this one?
People that want states that have more power than federal government.
Yeah, good job. So they believe that the states should make decisions, guidelines, regulations, rather than just adhering to what the national government has to say and what they're trying to establish. Okay, good. And why is that? Why do you think?
They don't want the government to like control everything they can do.
Yeah, good job. They want to try to have a limited government, limited national government, to a point where the states would represent the people in that particular state, right, in that territory, that boundary, a little bit better than what the national government can do. And for all states, they're different, right? We know that. Okay, with it, economic means, whether it's location, geographically location. I mean, let's face it, it's a lot different compared to other states. So the national government making decisions for the state, come on. So yeah, good job. So states' rights position, a lot through, when we talked about Alabama, that reason there in the 1960s refusing students of different race into the school. Okay, that was heavily used for states' rights position, saying that the state has the ability to try to segregate schools. And throughout the civil rights movement, you have states' rights positions on those matters. Okay, obviously that's a large event, that's a large thing, something that really brought a lot of attention to it. It could just be simple as economic means, things like that, or just setting up regulations that fit the people in that state a little bit better than what the national government can do. All right, good. Nationalist position. What do we have? Nationalist position. Sarah, what do you have?
Like people who believe that the federal government is like in better shape to kind of express the interests of all people instead of just expressing what they want.
Yeah, good job. So at a national level, it should be a law, regulation, expands across the whole country, not just one area, and that these people in a certain area, right, believe that the national government can adhere to the people and set up these regulations, these establishments, these laws, these public services for the good of the whole of the nation rather than just one regional location. All right, yeah, good job. Good job. So they believe that the national government should have a little bit more say of things and have more control, and people should be maybe dependent more on the national government. Okay, good. Income tax. What do you have here, Alex?
It's the tax levied by the government.
Yeah, good job. So your wages, right? Your paycheck, and what does these taxes pay for? What do they provide for the people?
Like roads.
Yeah, so public services, okay, education, things like that. Good job. So bridges, roads, public services for people, creation of parks. Maybe it's benefits for the community as a whole. Okay, maybe social programs. Okay, maybe Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, you name it. All right, good. Is there any questions on that, guys? From Friday. Let's just review it real quick before we move on to today's activity that I have for you. Okay, since we're talking about the supremacy clause. But let's review it real quick. I'll bring it up so we know what we're talking about. So Friday we worked on this graphic organizer. Obviously in the middle I wanted you to say concurrent powers. Okay, but what are delegated powers? What are they? What are delegated powers? Lydia, what's a delegated power? Do you remember?
Powers that are specifically granted to the federal government.
Yeah, good job. So delegated powers are like national powers. And what are the three subtopics of delegated national powers? You remember?
Express, implied, and inherited.
Yeah, good job. So expressed, specifically stated, implied, not stated, but they stretch over what the national government can control, and then inherent powers. And we talked about examples of each. All right, so what about reserve powers? What does that mean? Devin, you remember what reserve powers are? Who are they reserved for? You don't remember? Look up the board. Powers reserved for the state. Yeah, good job. So state powers, good. And what are some examples of state powers that we went over? Do you remember? Sarah? Yeah, good job. Drinking age, good. That's a good one. Um, Administering elections, we talked about. Okay, education, things like that. And finally, what are concurrent powers? What does that mean? Concurrent. Keesley, you remember concurrent powers?
They're the powers, are those that the national government and state government share?
Good job. So shared powers, right? Shared powers. Good. All right. So let's go over some examples here. So what are powers that the what are delegated powers? National powers. What are some examples of national powers? What does the national government control that the states don't? Give me one. Sarah, go ahead. Yeah, good job. Coining money. So common currency. Okay, so that was one of the issues of the Articles of Confederation. So we can't have states have different forms of currency. It won't work. It didn't work. We needed to change it. Good. All right, so coining money. What else? Devin? What's that? Okay, declare war. Good job. So states can't just go declare war on other countries. That won't work. Job, national power. So another one, Lydia. Okay, good job. So establishing courts. Good. Good job. What else? What else? Kiesling, what else do you have there? What do we provide for safety for our people from other countries? We need to raise a what? It's one of the issues of the Articles of Confederation. We had to raise to protect ourselves from other countries. Army, yeah, good job. Good job. Awesome, awesome. I think we're good on that one. All right, reserve powers. We kind of went over this already. What are some examples of reserve powers? Alex in the back. Some state powers.
Conducting elections.
Conducting elections. Good job. Good job. I know that's a hot topic of debate today, with counting votes in different states and, how long it's taking. It's a little crazy, right? It's 2020. We should know these things. This should be something that we know right away. But hey, I mean, with mail-in ballots, it takes a little bit of time. Okay, what are some other examples of reserve powers? Some other examples. I'm sure you've seen those memes with Nevada. It's like, oh, we're waiting on you, Nevada. And then Georgia now. Oh my gosh, crazy stuff. I think it's kind of funny. Sarah, go ahead. Yeah, good job. Education. Big one there. Education. So it's left up to states for education. Obviously, in different states, there's different types of requirements, standards met, you name it. Kiesling? Yep, drinking age. We talked about that. Good job. Go ahead, Z. Okay, interstate commerce. All right. So we talked a little bit about that with the delegated powers as well. Okay, that was one of the issues there with the Articles of Confederation too. All right. What else? Marriage and divorce, right? Yeah, yeah. We have licenses, driving licenses issued by the state. Okay, ID, identification, you name it. All right, next one, concurrent powers. Concurrent powers. Alex, what's one concurrent power? Borrow money. Yeah, good job. Good job. It's one big one. It's another one here. Z? Enact and enforce law is good. Good job. So we have a state police force. We have a national, police force, right? Okay, we have local police as well. So it's it's shared by all levels. Good. Sarah, do you have one? Or do you have your hand up? What's that? Oh yeah, taxes. Yeah, big one there. Taxes. State national power. Kiesling? Yeah, yeah, good job. So private property for public use. There's different examples we're just going to talk about next chapter with court cases, how that can happen. like, wait a minute, it's private property. How they can do that? They can establish parks, public services for people, depending on, location, depending on, maybe conflict with the state, or maybe not paying taxes, things like that. Okay, good. And we already talked about establishing courts. That was one of the big thing. Okay, obviously at the local, state, district, and moving up into the federal level. Is there any questions on that? We good? All right, moving on now. Tomorrow we're going to talk about some powers denied to each. Obviously, if they're denied to one, they belong to another. They have to. Okay, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. But for now, I'd like you to work on this court case, Marbury versus Madison. So review of powers. Okay, conflict again, right? Where we see some issues with. Well, you're going to see it with judicial review and how this will work with the powers of government. So I'd like you to work on this case study here. Supreme Court case study, Marbury versus Madison, 1803. There you go. So when you finish reading this, please answer the questions below. If you want, you can put it on another doc, okay, like a Google Doc. If you want to, you can write it in your notes app. Or if you want, you can just write it in your notes. One of each, whatever you want to do. That work? You guys know what you're doing? Okay, get after it.